Hey, it's Frank from 4D Honeybee, and I'm going to do a quick inspection to see if my forced combined hive has actually worked. It's another miserable day in the neighborhood. It's cold. It's only about 8 or 9 degrees, about 48 Fahrenheit. It's just become overcast. I came out here because it was pretty sunny. Now it looks like the sun is on the eastern horizon, which is not good. So, but I gotta have a look now because I'm not going to have a chance. We're still in for another 10 days whereby a couple of the overnight lows are below freezing. So I've got to know if there's enough bees in this hive to actually keep that queen going. And let's find out at 4D Honeybee. Oh my goodness, we're actually getting some sun. At least I think that's what that is. I'm not sure. Big yellow kind of ball in the sky. Tough to look at. I don't know. Haven't seen it in a while. So. Alright, so this hive, exactly a week ago, I did a newspaper combine. So I put two boxes together from two different colonies. One was queenless, one had a queen, but with very few bees. So usually they chew through that newspaper and get right to it and form one colony, but these did not. They, for some reason, they just operated as two separate colonies. So I gave it about 3 days. They didn't do anything. So about, I guess 3 or 4 days ago, I just put them together manually in one box. So hopefully, the absolute best case scenario is that they've accepted each other, the queen is alive, and she's laying, and all these bees are helping. Now, right off the bat, this is a good sign. Like, this is already more bees than this hive had before. So the absolute home run is to find the queen laying, good number of bees, and so far we've got that. The worst case scenario is probably that they've killed the queen, right? The queen had already started laying, but she literally just had a softball size group of bees to help her out, and they were not able to cover the brood that she was laying. So let's hope she's right in here. See how many bees are in here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go light my smoker because these guys are, it's cool. They're not foraging, so they're already getting a little agitated. Stand by. Okay, so I got the smoker kind of going here. And just because it's such a cool day, I think the smoke will kind of get them a little distracted. I'm not worried so much about what I'm doing. So not many bees on these outside frames, but overall, it's a lot more bees than were in this box before we did the combine. So that's definitely a good thing. Again, the home run will be to find the queen in here laying more brood and find this whole group acting as one colony. Okay, here are the queen cups that they had done. This was in the box that was queenless. For obvious reasons, they started forming queen cups. It's the one on your left side, the first one. Looks like it has a larva in it. See if that bee gets out of the way, you might be able to see it. You see it? Let's try an angle like this. How about that? You see it? It's got something in it. So we'll keep an eye. I was concerned about that because I wondered if we gave them a queen, if she'd go ahead and lay in one of those cups, and she may have. I'm not going to tear it apart yet because I just want to see what's going on. Some bee bread, and then they're just making space for the queen to lay. Again, lots of bee bread here. I do see eggs here. So the queen has been here and has started to lay eggs. You see those eggs? Just some bee bread on this side. The hive is a little loud, which is always a sign of a queenless hive. Lots of eggs in this frame too. So the queen has definitely been laying. Now the white cells that you see there are sugar fondant that I fed them over winter and into early spring. And there's the queen right there, see? So she has survived and she's laying. She's right near the top, right here, just by my thumb. You see her working her way to the left of the frame, up towards the top now. There she is. She's a beautiful queen. Last year's blue marked queen. A lot of the paint is wearing off of her. Let's get her in the sun there. See her heading right to the top? Where are you going, queen? I just get nervous that the queen's going to jump off and fly away. And that kind of stuff does happen, so you have to be careful. So I'm going to put her back. Safe spot. She's still right at the top of that frame. Yeah, I'm going to skip one frame so that I don't mess with the frame that the queen is on, and just pull this one out. These guys might be a little light on honey, and I'm saying that because there's just been so little foraging that they can do. Yeah, they're taking a lot of honey out of this hive, so let's see how these next two frames are for honey. And I may just give them a honey frame. Yeah, these are okay. Yeah, this one's okay. Pretty full. So this one's about 50% full. The next one is much closer to 100% full. So they're going to be okay for feed. Alright, so the only thing that I want to watch for is that queen cup, which definitely does have a larva in it. The queen has done what I hoped, which was lay on all these empty frames that we brought in from the combine. But she's laid in a queen cell. Let's see if I can find it again. Maybe I'll pull it out here real quick. That's this one. So she's laid in a queen cup, which is in the position for a supersedure cell. See this right here? That one has a larva in it. This has got nothing. That's got nothing. But this one's got a larva in it, so I might just give it a few days and see if they completely cap it off. If they do, then I'll decide what to do with it. Because this queen is not a great queen. This hive ended up with dysentery over the winter and very small numbers. So it's not a queen that I want to perpetuate, but if I do get a chance to make a split, I'll probably make a split off it, even early. It might be a little on the early side for splits, but within a week or two, drones should come out, and that queen would still be about a week or two from hatching. So we'll see. We'll just watch it. But that's good news. The hive combine has finally worked. The first one, the newspaper one, did not work. They just weren't interested in each other. Now that I forced them together, like, you know, that odd couple roommate that you thought would never get along, they're getting along just fine. And hopefully that means that this hive can survive. We'll keep an eye on the queen cup just to make sure they're not making another queen, which they are. But then that'll give me time to decide what to do. So this combine worked, which is I'm grateful for. Thanks for following me. It's been a bit of a journey already. And you can see the rest of the yard is, we're basically just waiting for some warm weather. You see? So I've got to dewinterize and then equalize, treat for mites, and start to plan for queen rearing. So that's the plan over the next couple of weeks, but we need to get warmer weather. Thanks for joining me. It's a journey as always that I appreciate you commenting on. Have 40 honeybee.